Hi folks, tone study. I'll just use, excuse me, I'll use some indigo. I'll just clean that bit off. A second attempt this is this morning. The first one just was alright, but it wasn't good enough for you or for me. So I'm painting on the other side of it. I tried to use the indigo and the cadmium yellow, but it was a bit of a pot boiler, let's say. Wasn't bad. Oh, I've my nose now. Very dry. Going to be very warm this afternoon. Friends have just been. They went down to Folkestone yesterday from London. Then I was hired to see an old friend who's got Parkinson's disease. So, but he's okay, but he's fading though. And when they were in Folkestone, they bought me a crab from Bob's, the seafood stall on the harbour. We've been using Bob's we've been there many times in Folkestone. We go to Bob's, the seafood stall, and we will buy whelks and prawns, and I'd always buy a crab. But alas, I haven't been down there for a couple of years to buy one, but they brought one back, an absolute beauty. So we'll have that for our tea tonight. A crab salad. So that's my afternoon gone. I'm not very good at getting the meat out of a crab, dressing a crab, but provided you don't chomp your teeth close together with a bit of shell in between, you're okay. Right, I'll wet this paper. Now what I used to do was just to wet a bit of it. Just put that on, so that when you get your colour on, your indigo, you get this lovely broken effect. And if you want to improve it, you can just add a bit of water, clean the brush, and you can just sort of just encourage it to move, and you can bleed it out. Bit of landscape. I'm not going to do distant hills or anything. I'm just going to enjoy making marks with the paint and using this technique. But there's plenty of mystery in that. I just add a little bit more dark. I've run out I'm running out fast of the artist quality little tiny tube, which I've had for years. Right, let's just flood that bit. Okay, I won't do any more than that. We'll put in some landscape now. That's a distance. Sort of you get lovely snow effects with this because of the unpainted or unwet paper. Might turn that into a pond. Who knows what's going to happen. Just putting paint on, just enjoying the painting, the joy of painting. No rods for backs, not trying to do the impossible or do too much. Less is more. Just change your tones. There we are. We can go over that bit later when it dries off a little bit. So now we're getting some nice effects. Now let's put in some shadow in the snow, bit of this, bit of that. Nice bits and pieces. I'm just using the paper. This is a bit of £90 fabric, Saunders Waterford. really nice paper. £90, doesn't need stretching, just pull it out when it buckles a bit. It's all about tones, so we call them tone studies. Right, don't know if I put a pond. I don't really think a pond would be necessary with this. A bit thick. Okay. Alright, bit of foreground. As it dries, I'm going to help it dry. I'll just reclip it. Sorry, my throat's a bit thick. Been talking a lot today. Well, this magnificent weather will end eventually. Then we'll all be moaning about how wet it is. But now we'd love a bit of rain. Now anything we don't like we can go over. So let's bit of wet, bit of this, let's go in here. And we'll put a brush there. I'm not going to use Kajal, I'm just going to use see how far I can go with one colour. Ron Ranson used to do a lot of these, but not in this colour. He'd use a burnt umber. Great colour, you can use any colour you like. And I think if you haven't got indigo, you could just use ultramarine and Payne's grey mixed. Oops. Yeah. Can put a bit of wriggle work on there when that's a bit dry. See how dry it's getting, it's sort of drying as soon as I touch. Need the darker mix so it registers against the background. I think that will lift. It would be nice if it did. Let's get a card. No, it's too dry. Well, a little bit. Right, we'll carry on with that sort of brush. Might even put a fence in there. I reckon Payne's grey would go very nice. I do a lot of blue with the Payne's grey, but ultramarine. Now, whether that's a pond or not, we'll see that. There's a bit of weight on that side just to balance. Very, very light touch, just feather light. But you do need a bit of water on your brush, otherwise you won't make any marks. Okay, I'll put one tree there, I think. Nice dark. A bit of water. Got to have some water. I probably do this with a rigger. It's easier because of the roughness of the paper. It really is good stuff. Try some of these lighter weight papers, but the quality ones. Right. I have turned this into a pond, haven't I? Never mind. Interesting. Right, let's dry the brush, get some of the water out of the brush. Then we can just dab. Well, you need a bit of wet, otherwise it won't come off the brush. And that's the end of the be a bit creative with this. Change the shape of the brush, otherwise you'll create a sort of a mechanical look, and you don't want that. I might go a little bit higher with those because that's sort of overwhelmed them a bit. So, well, I've still got a bit of this indigo left. Okay. Right, rigger. I'll put this in the blue mount and we'll have a look at it. I've done this. I'll go to my bike ride. No reason not to keep a bit fit during this lockdown. Just put in some of these twiggy branches where we've got leaves, then that sort of attaches them to the tree. Bird in. Well, that's my hand. What I'm also doing is using those resistance bands. They're not good. I'll get muscles where I never thought I had any. And at my age, it's good to keep the old bones a bit challenged. Okay, I'll give it a signature. I think it's worth it. Put that there. There we are. Bit of that on there. Then I've got a painting. Put them out. That's written by Harry the cat. He loves cardboard. There we are. Seems to be okay. Let's just lift you up. Get a picture of it. The mount. There we are. Another rural scene. I've got more leaves on this than that, but I'm not bothered about that. It's a study anyway, a tone study or a picture. Anyway, folks, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I might see you tomorrow morning. Bye bye.